Hello there and welcome to this week's episode of Eye on Port. This program is proudly brought to you by West Blue Consulting, Gual Company Limited, Ghana Revenue Authority, and the Ghana Community Network Services. Our media partner is the Business and Financial Times. Folks, this week we'll be focusing our lenses on the activities of clearing agents at the ports of Ghana, because importers have come to lament the ordeals that they go through in the hands of these clearing agents. Let's take a listen to some of them.
By law, every importer requires the services of a clearing or forwarding agent to clear his or her goods from the ports of Ghana. A clearing or forwarding agent acts as an intermediary between an importer and state agencies who matter in the clearance chain. Despite this critical role that freight forwarders play in the clearance chain, a lot of importers have had terrible experiences with clearing agents, some of which have led to the confiscation of their goods and loss of monies. A Canadian-based Ghanaian, Samuel Maulawe, who imported a Nissan Maxima into the country but failed to meet the 60 days clearance period, blamed his clearing agent for the confiscation of the car. According to Maulawe, he imported the Nissan Maxima into the country, but his clearing agent deceived him, and now he cannot find his car.
When I came, he was not trying to release all the documents to me. Then I threatened him.
While the clearing agent, Seth Klokpa, blamed the importer Samuel Maulawe for the seizure of the vehicle.
The man told me that we should forget about the car.
Another importer, Francis Dunu, imported a Toyota Highlander 2008 model, which was confiscated and subsequently allocated to someone else because he claimed his agent misled him. He had developed the impression that the clearing agent and custom officials had conspired to rob him of his car and money.
That is why I am even seeing a conspiracy, as in somebody being a vulture or a scavenger just trying to count days
to jump on
my vehicle.
Francis even shed tears. Again, an importer who imported a 40-footer container filled with energy drinks accused his clearing agent of fraud after the agent allegedly cleared the goods on his blind side and sold them.
He was telling me that a friend of his who worked in the system has informed him that somebody has cleared the goods from the system.
He said he began thinking that some government agencies connive with the clearing agents to make life unbearable for importers. Even religious bodies are not spared in this whole alleged fraudulent cases, as recently the Catholic Secretariat had their clearing agent forging documents on regular basis to rob the religious body of monies on their duties and port charges. The finance manager of the port of Tema at the time had an advice for importers.
We're looking at those alternatives to make sure that at least the consignees get involved, they get access to the invoice.
Luck, however, eluded a clearing agent who allegedly defrauded some persons under the pretext of giving them cars. The agent, with the name Samson, allegedly took 9,000 cedis from a couple. According to the couple, they took a photograph of the agent before handing over the money to him, which assisted the port security to arrest him.
Still staying with this issue, another importer, Insura, handed an amount of 84,000 Ghana cedis to a clearing agent to assist him clear a track that is going to use to drill boreholes in the country. He also suffered a similar fate.
Recently, an importer handed over an amount of approximately 84,000 Ghana cedis to a clearing agent, one Eric Senor Labi, to help him clear his truck meant for drilling boreholes. Since 4th September 2019, the agent has absconded with the money, leaving the importer to his fate.
Because the stress is letting me pass through with taking my money and then not seeing you, not picking my call, not doing anything. It's very terrible, boss.
According to the importer, the money was given to the clearing agent even before the truck arrived in Ghana. Insura, the importer, says his business partner in India gave him the contact of the agent.
Me go India and the obo am say o koha no. Me bag Ghana no me catch and say o normal no nam kwan so e ba nti aka ACCRA be ba bedru. Enti no bedru a ana obi sam say me obi a obi yama me ana me say ha me obi ana say o no kra ne container truck big ba na the agent no a good pa Say the only no related na fine and I'm sure fine. And then me dey no bar. Me o agent that meet me ama ono dey na yi because me kono so ka bibia no kore na me saka.
Unfortunately, the office where the agent met insurer is currently closed.
It's a nice furnished place. We met, we talk about things. And then the place is closed now.
He said the agent gave him an excess value for the trucks and asked him to agree to a bribe to be paid to the customs officials working on the track to reduce the duty value.
So on no na adwuma wa ho nti so mbe reduce duty no so abadan ono sa na no ka kire me say betua duty 163,000
no more test so they about
41,000
no one more no 15,000
no a man penny for 15,000 and I'm saying it's too much.
Insurer says he has never been this frustrated in life.
Me do ho amenti ase say mama obi sika say oh je adwuma ma me also de obenya bi amfa me ho me petrol no pass wo mu a me de be ya madwuma say wa ho me friend na on fast na text message wa ma we did seven ko na eba meeting because me mean that cause my sika ma say almost 100 and maybe say close $180,000.
He admits to have learnt a lot of lessons from this experience.
I know I've made a mistake, but I have to get my goods. That's the most important thing. But I don't know. That's why I'm here, for the help.
So after insurer reported this issue to Iron Port, there has been some intervention in this situation. Let's take a listen.
The owner of the company was not aware.
No, he wasn't aware
That his company had been used.
No.
By this clearing agent.
Yeah, well, I assisted him. I gave him one of my workers that at no fee we should just help him get, the car out of the port, and then later see whether we can get hold of Senor to return the money to him. Because I called him. He even came to me. I think the night I spoke to him, he came to me and I told him that, my brother, you are too young. You are destroying the image of the freight forwarding industry. That is why some of us have decided to redeem the image.
So you have been able to help this gentleman to
yes,
clear
the car is cleared.
So after listening to all the ordeals shared by these importers, we asked the question, are clearing agents a necessary evil? We engaged some experts to discuss the subject.
President of the Association of Custom House Agents of Ghana, Yao Che, has expressed that freight forwarding companies should be held culpable when an import clearance transaction goes wrong between an individual belonging to the company and an importer. This, according to him, is because the companies who are licensed by customs are supposed to be well informed on every transaction made in the name of the company.
They are in league with them.
They are doing this together with the boys who are doing
definitely.
The company.
There's no way an individual can clear consignment at the port using a company's name without the consent of the owner of the company.
Interesting.
Yes. So whenever an issue comes like this, we have always been recommending that it shouldn't stop on the individual. We should move on to the company and, if possible, make them liable.
The president of ACCRA, Yao Che, who was engaged in a live Iron Port panel discussion on whether or not the clearing agent is proven to be a necessary evil, revealed that a major problem that has come to the attention of the freight forwarding fraternity is importers dealing with individuals and not companies, which leads to the risk of being defrauded.
Some of our member companies, yes, are not being responsible.
Okay.
Some of them, what they do is that they just sit somewhere and entice individuals to go and bring jobs. I'm sure when you go to the airport, you see them standing somewhere. Can I help you? Can I help you? In Tema, we have them. Can I help you? Can I help you? And some of our importing public also fall prey to these people. Can I help you? Okay, I have a document here. He gives it to the document to the individual. He may not even have even an ID card.
This comes at the back of one too many importers who have reported of being defrauded by clearing agents they entrusted money with to clear their goods. This necessitated the question to find out whether the clearing agent, who is supposed to be the intermediary between states, shipping service providers, and importers, is rather turning out to be a burden for the importing public. Smile Agbemenu, supervisor in charge of Customs Policy and Programs Department, also present at the panel discussion, agreed with Yao Che's position that freight forwarding companies should be held culpable when an import clearance transaction goes wrong because, according to him, the Customs Customs Division does not deal with individual names but licensed companies in order to restrict access to only professionals licensed by Customs so that they can track these entities.
Access is restrictive. So long as you're able to use the platform to submit a declaration, it means that you have been licensed to do that. Now, if you allow your platform to be used for the submission of that document, then it means that you have given your consent to that. We'll come after you, not that individual anywhere we cannot find.
He said freight forwarding companies are licensed through a rigorous investigative process where the individuals owning these companies are formally trained and issued a proficiency certificate by Customs to be able to conduct the business of customs on behalf of importers, which cannot be left to just any member of the public because the customs process is very complex.
We have some key people that must be able to do that. One key person is the proficiency certificate holder who has undergone the thorough examination process organized by Customs to certify that this particular person understands customs business. Now we are expecting that person to bring his knowledge to bear on the work.
Clement Boateng, national organizer of the Ghana Union of Traders Association and chairman of the Aboso-Okan Dealers Association, who bemoaned some miscreants who have resorted to taking undue advantage of importers, said the custom house agents like GIF, ACCRA, FAG and QBAC should take up the responsibility of embarking on an educational campaign to bring more information on the business to importers who, according to him, have been left in the dark, leading to their gullibility.
Only we have some few miscreants within them that are contributing to this problem. Yeah. But you see, I will blame Mr. Che and his men for not embarking on an educational drive, you see, to inform the public, you see, about who to deal with.
He also urged importers to demand accountability from the clearing agents they designate their consignments to, in order not to suffer from inflated fees coined by some of these unscrupulous clearing agents.
When they come, demand your documents and see that the money that you parted with is what is really reflecting on the document.
Smile Agbemenu advised that with regards to importers falling prey to inflated customs and port fees by some unscrupulous clearing agents, importers should always request for invoices from their agents and do all payments themselves, while their agents work to clear their goods for them. According to him, the only money that should be handed over to agents should be the agent service charge.
If you want to be smart on the part of the importer, all you can pay the agent is actually the service fee. Any money you would want to pay to government or any of the authorities at the port, you can't actually be able to do that on your own.
He said importers should make use of improved technology introduced by Customs, such as the Ghana Trading mobile app, to track their consignments so they can monitor the work they have asked clearing agents to do for them.
If you go to Ghana Single Window, .com, even there's an app, single window app, you just download it and the details are there. Provide your details and you'll get information.
Yao Che, president of ACCRA, urged importers to verify credible and legitimate clearing agents via Customs, the Ghana Shippers Authority, the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, as well as the websites of the various custom house bodies, such as the Ghana Institute of Freight Forwarders, the Association of Custom House Agents of Ghana, and also urged the importing public to be very circumspect during their dealings with agents because of the monetary transactions involved.
That's why we are saying that before you hand over your goods worth $100,000 and maybe cash or a check of $150,000 to somebody, please verify who the person is or who the company is. Customs is there. You can verify from Customs. You can verify from GSA, Ghana Shippers Authority. You can verify from any of the shipping authority. You can even verify from GPHA.
He revealed that to sanitize the rise of miscreants within the freight forwarding fraternity, the various freight forwarding associations are coming together to form the Joint Committee of Freight Forwarding Associations. Customs on their part said they have introduced biodata measures that when some fraudulent clearing agents are apprehended, it is made impossible for them to continue to do business.
Eye on Port returns after the break.
Here's innovation from Goyle that takes you further. New Goyle Super Synthetic 5W20 and 5W30 lubes have been expertly crafted with the latest in liquid engineering technology, highly advanced for modern engines, prolongs oil change intervals, save you fuel, clean, protect and enhance engine performance. The way engines work has become complex, and Goyle has innovated to stay ahead. Expertly crafted lubricants that work excellently with all petrol and diesel engines of today. New Goyle Super Synthetic 5W20 and 5W30 lubes. Innovation that takes you further. Goyle. Good energy.
Dear valued client, the Ghana Trade Hub mobile app is now live to make it easy to track your consignment and know the estimated duty payable for both general goods and used vehicles. We are pleased to inform you that the Ghana Trade Hub mobile app is available for download on Google Play Store for Android users and the App Store for Apple users. This is the best opportunity for all importers and exporters to know the duty payable on every good under transaction. You can reach the team for inquiries and support by calling +233 242 435 663. Send an email to support@ghanastradinghub.com. To remain updated, kindly follow progress on the following platforms: www.facebook.com/Ghana Trade Hub, www.twitter.com/Ghana Trade Hub, and ghlinkedin.com/in/Ghana Trade Hub. Importers and exporters can download the official Ghana Single Window mobile app, which allows you to track your consignment conveniently and also allows you to obtain your estimated duty for general goods and used vehicles. Please spread the message to everyone importing or exporting. The Ghana Trading Hub mobile app is now live. Download and never be cheated. This is powered by the Smart Ports project under the auspices of the Government of Ghana and the Ghana Revenue Authority. Smart Port, improving Ghana's ease of doing business.
Electricity, then pay your taxes. Our taxes, our future.
Because you see, without our taxes, we wouldn't have good roads, good schools, better hospitals, street lights, and other very important social amenities. When we pay our taxes, we give our children free and quality education. Talga, my money too small. Why should I pay my tax? Look, small. Salifo, it doesn't matter how small or big your business or income is, you still have to pay your taxes. The little taxes from each and every one of us, when put together, could give your community clean water or that deprived school with tables and chairs. Please pay your taxes. It is your responsibility. It is your civic duty. It is the law.
Welcome back from the break. News and activities happening within the port and maritime industry next.
The new flag officer commanding Eastern Naval Command of the Ghana Navy, Commodore Walker, who recently took office from Commodore Konto, has paid a courtesy call on the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority to officially introduce himself to the Port Authority, who are key collaborators with Ghana's Marine Security Agency. The FOC also took the opportunity to solicit assistance from the Port Authority to improve the execution of their mandate. The Director of THAILAND Port, Ebenezer Afedzi, acting on behalf of the Director General of GPHA, urged the Navy to continue to help police the port's anchorage to ensure sustenance in Ghana's reputation of having safe waters.
We want to have the presence of the Navy at our anchorages. These thieves, when they see the vessel, know that the Navy around them, they will not try attacking any vessel there.
The Director of Tema Port, Sandra Opoku, also requested the Navy to tighten its measures to create adequate resistance against the incessant rise of piracy and armed robbery on the Gulf of Guinea.
The issue of piracy in our waters, we are okay, but we're getting a lot of problems from the Benin and the Nigerian waters, and the spillover gradually is coming closer to our port, and that is one area that we'll ask that the Navy, you see to it.
Commodore Walker assured of his outfit's continuous support to collaborate with all relevant stakeholders in Ghana's marine security.
I want to give you that assurance, like he said, that is my style. I always want to be at the front with my men. I don't sit in the office and I write long letters. I want us to judge or talk and then see how best we can support each other.
The Ghanaian coastline is reported to have become notorious for harboring a lot of public waste, and efforts by social organizations and associations to embark on occasional cleanup exercises have not yielded much results, since the interventions are not regular and sustainable to completely eradicate waste from the shores of the country. Beaches do not only cater for recreational needs of people, but a clean coast and the sea protects natural resources, marine life, and public health. This is why the Coastal Conservancy Organization, a non-profit organization, have resorted to move away from occasional cleanup exercises to organize a more regular and effective cleaning regime to solve the perennial filthy coastline of Ghana with support from the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority. Justice Eshen, chairman of the Coastal Conservancy Organization, during the launch of the project, applauded the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority for its support to have an efficient marine space management system.
Partnering the Clean Coast Beach project through your corporate social responsibility program has positioned Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority as a leader in the maritime industry in Africa, in making a meaningful difference in Ghana's maritime environment, and also serve as a catalyst for others in the maritime community to join and ensure the entire coastline of Ghana is saved and preserved for the present and the future.
The Director General of the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, Michael Luguje, said its contribution has become necessary to safeguard shipping and marine activities.
Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, as a maritime industry operator, the marine environment is fundamental to the survival of shipping.
He revealed that works are also far advanced to sanitize the ocean waters itself in collaboration with the Ghana Maritime Authority, and urged support from other stakeholders to assist in the sustainable initiative to clean up the beaches.
The International Maritime Hospital has opened its doors to conduct free breast screening and examination to the general public. The free breast screening and examination is in line with the Global Breast Cancer Awareness Initiative, and it's being conducted throughout the entire month of October on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Members of the Ghanaian public, both male and female, are entreated to visit the hospital to get screened. At the International Maritime Hospital, patients are taken through mammography and ultrasound scan procedures according to age to help detect possible cancer development. The family physician specialist, Dr. Ya Echambuatin, who listed some risk factors for breast cancer as obesity, alcoholism, and exposure to radiation, emphasized early detection as key to the prevention and cure for breast cancer.
When you are able to detect it early, you will report early, and then we'll also be able to help.
She said women who come for the screening would be taught self-breast examination. The CEO of International Maritime Hospital, Dr. Sylvester Yawapong, said IMaH endeavors to be a socially responsible hospital and urges the general public to take advantage of the facility.
Don't get frightened going to hospital to check your breast. We have come of age. We know how the cancer is managed at the very early stage.
International Port News next.
South Africa's National Sea Rescue Institute is reporting that 2 crew members have been evacuated from an unnamed container ship off the South African coast. One of the seafarers suffered an injury and another had a medical complaint. A rescue craft accompanied by rescue paramedics was launched upon receiving the request. Thailand's Industrial Estate Authority reported that the country is set to receive a 1.3 billion port and gas terminal on its east coast. The Gulf MPT LNG Terminal Company Limited will be a joint venture in which a Gulf Energy subsidiary would have a 70% stake, while a PTT entity would hold a 30% stake. The facility is scheduled to start commercial operations by 2025.
Here's innovation from GOIL that takes you further. New GOIL Super Synthetic 5W20 and 5W30 lubes have been expertly crafted with the latest in liquid engineering technology, highly advanced for modern engines, prolongs oil change intervals, save you fuel, clean, protect and enhance engine performance. The way engines work has become complex, and GOIL has innovated to stay ahead. Expertly crafted lubricants that work excellently with all petrol and diesel engines of today. New GOIL Super Synthetic 5W20 and 5W30 lubes. Innovation that takes you further. GOIL. Good energy.
Schedules of vessels in the ports, those at anchorage and those expected in the coming week, plus the Bank of Ghana exchange rate next. That's all for this week's episode of Eye on Ports. Thanks for watching and thanks to the entire crew.